Yo, Motion Crew, what's up? Most people do this and it keeps them stuck in a rut. I'm conducting my own personal research on this topic. Basically, what I want you to do is moving forward, if you're stuck in a situation where you feel like you can't get out, start to like visualize the way that it would be in an ideal world for you. So, like, for example, for me, like, I'm just gonna start imagining the world that I would want it to be, and then like how I can take action to be able to get those, like that visualization to become a reality, right? So it's like instead of focusing on what's been in the past and focusing on like, okay, like things aren't going my way, like, yada yada yada, stuff like that, starting to like visualize, okay, like this is how it looks like when people are wearing my shoes. This is how it looks like when I have a thriving community on YouTube. This is how it looks like when I have a thriving community on my social media. Like this is how it looks like when I'm developed into the man that I'm supposed to become. Like, and I see that now, like, and that internal change, like, is happening. Like that's happening on the inside. It's not like the reflection of the external world is going to take time to change. Like, and I'm aware of that. I'm aware that all things worth having, like in this reality, in my opinion, take time to develop. And so that's what I'm encouraging you to have, that mindset when you're out here and you're like, dang, okay, like I'm in this situation that I want to get out of. Like you have to like visually see it, and you have to visually talk about it. I mean, not visually talk about it, you have to verbally talk about it. And then what you have to do is like, you just have to look at it, like, and you have to see it before anyone else does. Because another one of these quotes that's very interesting to me that like I used to get frustrated with is like, you can't you can't you can't give floor side opinions to people who value nosebleed seats. You just can't do that. You can't do that. And if you like sitting there like talking to people about like certain things that have the nosebleed mentality, but you want to be on the floor seat, it's just like it'll mess your head up, you know? So like the best thing that I'll do and I'll say to you is just, you have to, first of all, you have to pray, and second of all, you have to like visualize the way that you would like for it to go. And then you put that intention behind it, like, day by day, like take those steps, do your best to not get stagnant, and do not sink into old habits. That's how you'll get messed up. Like if you start like thinking about, oh damn, like this is how it felt like when things weren't going my way, or oh damn, like I tried this and then it didn't work. Like think about it like this: like if you play a sport, like you play basketball or you play soccer, I know you played that sport and you didn't make all your shots, but what did you do when you missed a shot? Did you shoot again? I bet you did. Or if you missed a shot, I bet you probably tried to get the rebound, and you probably tried to play defense harder to be able to set yourself up to get a better shot on the next end. So that's what you need to do. You just need to keep getting shots up. Keep like, shooting for the goal, and just understand like everybody falls short. Everybody falls short. And think about the percentages. Like that's the way that I'm looking at it. It's like a numbers game, and then just trusting God. But understanding that like this is like numbers, bro. Like even the top baseball hitters, they have a 300 average out of 1,000, which means that like for every 1,000 pitches that they're pitched to, they only hit 300 balls. That's crazy. That's 30%. I mean, so, like, and then that's the thing too, like, even the home run hitters, there's some like top home run hitters that only hit like 25% of their hits. They got that power. And so, what I encourage you to do is develop that power. And the way that you do that is by having that internal world being strong, no matter what the external is saying. And that could be hard, like if you're in a rut. And what I'm saying is too, like if you're battling like the depression, if you're battling that depression, what you have to do is you just have to let go and let God. You just honestly, for that situation, you just gotta like you gotta face the brunt of that. But like, and then that's when you just gotta trust God. You just gotta trust God. Because what ends up happening is, one of my favorite verses is the Lamentation, and it says that it's good for a young man to bear the yoke in his youth. So basically, you're supposed to have that suffering. You're supposed to take that in, and then really, what you're supposed to do is trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not into thy own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. That's really what you're supposed to do. And then what you're supposed to do is just let go and let God. But as humans, we like to lean to our own understanding, and we like to think that we need to hold on to things and shit like that. That's just human nature, But really, you just gotta let go, and then you gotta let God be able to intervene. You gotta trust God, right? And that's easier said than done. But I've been doing better in that area. I feel like I've been doing better in that area, especially like if you get down bad, that's really all you can do is just let go. So I'm encouraging you to move forward and focus on like the future for yourself. Focus on like what it will look like, how you'll feel, and then don't be fazed by your external world. Like, understand that, okay, like, you're gonna get some resistance externally, but your internal world has to be strong. Another thing that's pretty interesting, like, that comes across is like, what if, okay, this is what I want you to think about too. Like, what if the world is basically just designed to make you question whatever you believe and whatever you want can't happen? What if that's how it's designed? And then what if the main thing that you're just supposed to do is just, you have a desire and you ask God, and then you just trust God, and then you trust that God's gonna make it happen. And then no matter what all these other people are saying, as long as you know that you pray for it, and as long as you know that it's in God's will, that it's gonna happen, then it's gonna happen. That's just something to think about. Because I've also I've read about that, that basically the world is just designed to make you lose faith in your own vision and your own dream. Think about it. Like, you get forced to go to school. You get forced to take on certain, belief systems. You get forced to take on certain foods, certain societal beliefs, like about what you should be based on your race, gender, whatever. But it may not even be what aligns with you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just what I'm challenging you today to do. Really, the main thing that I'm challenging you to do is to focus on your internal world and just trust that eventually it's going to get to where you want it to go. But you just can't look externally for the internal results, because all things worth having in this realm of reality take time to develop. And that's what we're going to do on this channel. We're going to focus on elevating our lives and trusting the process. Trust the process. But yeah, that's it. All right, Motion Crew, peace out, man. I hope y'all tune in. Thank you for watching this video.